Yep. Okay, so we're back. So we're out of the freezer one more time. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take now, this is all cold, and you can see I'm just going to scrape a little bit. So this is just going to smooth it out just a little bit more, get some of those waves out of there that might have happened. Take this off, come up to the top, that way you can see the top. We're just going to, you want to be careful on the top one a little bit. Yeah, you can see, keep it nice and level. If I'm dipping too much, I'm going to just scrape too much off. Take a look in the middle, and we're going to do something like that. Fun little trick. So now you should be able to just buff out some of these blemishes. Little frills around the edge, just a little bit. A warm finger is just going to ease that. You can see I got a couple little crumbs showing there. Absolutely fine, because guess what? We're going to do a top border. Okay, so we're smooth pretty good here for buttercream cake. You know, buttercream's not flawless. You're going to see those little imperfections, and that's part of what people like to see. They want to see that it's actual cake. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it on a different cake board. Normally this would be like your decorated, either something that's wrapped in foil, or you got a glass or a silver stand or something. Sometimes I would put fondant down here just to keep this from moving. Go it underneath, center it, and slide your finger out. Okay. So I'm going to try to show you guys a couple different borders. By all means, this isn't going to be, well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's get ahead of myself too far. But so right now, let's just start with, we'll do the shell. Okay, so we'll just start with a shell border. I'll do a couple on the table, and then I'll show you it on the cake too. So always have a towel ready, that way you can clean your tip. So a simple shell border is just like an up and a down. Okay. If you want to do a double shell border, so you're going up. Okay, and that can also look like this. Okay, you can space it, so we come back to this one. I can do 1, 2, draw it out, 1, 2, draw it out, 1, 2, draw it out. Okay, pop that off. Let's do the same thing. We'll try to just do our plain tip kind of next to it. So we'll just be right in here. So that's just like a pearl border is what that one's going to be called. We'll do it. Okay, so seeing that on the cake, I'm going to try to get so you can see. Let me come around to you.
Okay.
So for my angle, I usually do it this way. So I'm piping over here and going around the cake. If you're left-handed, you might be coming this way. Some rights like to pipe this way. It's just going to be a matter of your preference. So we'll start at the bottom, and usually you want to look to see if there's a back. So I'm going to call this the back of our cake. Usually there's going to be a back of where you start and finish a border. So we'll just start piping a pearl right now. And you want to just do a little bit and turn. Okay, if I did this and I try to pipe from here all the way around to here, it's going to be awful. So you should just get into a motion of where you want to start and stop. Go until it seems like it's uncomfortable, or if your pattern changes, use the turntable. Alright, so that's a pearl border. If we want to do the one that's going to stretch out, it's going to look like that. If you get into more of a wedding style, that's something that you might encounter. just keep switching back. This is why it's going to be just a little bit of a unique cake here for you guys. So now we just switched over really quick. I'm probably going to get a little air gap, so we just got to wait to feel for that. We got the shell. So then I'll just do a couple more. Stretch it out. Okay, and then you see where we finished. It's really not going to end up as smooth, so that's going to be the back of our cake. We'll come up to the top border, same thing. We're just going to make sure the bag's out of the way. So that's just the shell. We want to do a double shell. Do something like that. You can just tighter if you just want to keep it nice and tight. Do each one individually. You know, as you build your portfolio, you're going to show clients, you know, what you can do, and then they're going to pick out what they like. You know. And then we'll go back to the plain tip, and we'll just finish this, and we'll go back the other way. Nice and tight, double border. You got to remember, you know, if you're going to be writing anything, what other decorations are going on it. And we'll just do the looping one. And then we'll come back. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Okay, so there's a couple little borders. I'm going to knock off this tip, and then I'm going to. This we have. This is the number 4 plain tip. So when you're doing some scrolls and dots, this is a good one. If you're doing writing, you might get into a 2 or a 3. As you get more comfortable, you'll be able to just see which one you like the best. So we'll do a little bit on the table. So simple dots, you know, so we're going to say like this is our cake. That's the top of our cake and the bottom of our cake. So you can just do, you know, dots like this. That's going to be like a milk dot pattern. Swiss dots. Pretend top cake, bottom cake. We can do some scrolls. So this is again kind of freestyle scrolls. So I'm just gonna do something like that. Maybe I'm gonna take from here. I'm gonna go back this way. This one's gonna end up over here. You know, boom, simple and done. You want to go more elaborate? I'm gonna throw another curl in here. That's going to come over there. Embellish that one. Send that over there. Clean your tip every once in a while. If you like that, good. If you want a little bit more, let's bring some dots into it. Yeah, you got to find your balance of when is it enough. Okay, something like that. If you're writing on the top, so let's say we got top of our cake, that's about what we have space-wise. So if I needed a happy birthday in here, I'm going to probably do happy birthday, and then you have your border going around the side.